Hey you guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a haul. This is my Rosegirls pre-order haul, and I am very excited. I haven't ordered from Rosegirls in a while. I did order like one half pie for the Mario melters, but I didn't order, I don't think, anything else in kind of a long while. So this is exciting. So Jenny Oaks is the owner, and she always sends a card, and things are usually packaged very nicely. We have some pretty tissue paper, and so I have no idea if I remember what I ordered, but she usually sends a sample, and so this one is Getting Caught in the Rain. Ooh, it smells like pineapple and raindrops. Very nice, very pretty. So I got some mini melter bags, and then I got a sampler. So I'll start with the mini melter bags. So her mini melter bags are these chunks. Usually they are small enough to I just stick one in a warmer. There are occasions that they are like a little bit larger and I cut them, but most of the time I just do this. So this one is Don't Be Salty, which is cucumber, rain, and salty sea air. And I think this is like 33, 33, 33. I can smell each of them very prominently. I can smell a cucumber strong, salty sea air strong, rain strong. So all of that smells really good. It's very good. This one is Speechless at the Spa. Speechless is one of my favorite blends, and it's Coastal Kale, Satsuma, and Raindrops. That's Speechless. And then at the Spa, I'm thinking is Clothesline, Cucumber, and Sea Salt. Oh, it's interesting. Okay, so I smell like Speechless. So that's that like Satsuma, like bright orangey note with that greenness of the Coastal Kale, and then Cucumber. I don't get Clothes on the Line, which is a super strong oil. I guess maybe I get a hint of laundry, but like mostly I smell Speechless with the cucumber, which is still really nice. I like anything Speechless. Shipwrecked is a repurchase for me. I really like Shipwrecked. Blue sugar, vanilla sandalwood, coconut, vanilla wafers, and vanilla bean Noel. This one is so good. I mean, honestly, super good. Yeah, it's so good. So Blue sugar is like a masculine cologne scent, and then it has all those other notes. The vanilla wafers, vanilla bean are really strong, so it's super creamy. Actually, this doesn't smell like the first Shipwrecked that I got. This is far more vanilla-y than I remember it being. I remember Shipwrecked being a little bit more aquatic, but this is still really nice. And then I have oatmeal ice cream cake, and this is vanilla ice cream birthday cake and oatmeal cookies. And I've been seeing a lot of vendors like hop on the oatmeal cookies train, so I'm wondering if it's kind of like a new thing, you know, it's the new strawberry pound cake. Okay, so this, it's like, you know those like Little Debbie snack cakes that are like, they're like oatmeal cookies, but they're like oatmeal cookie cakes. So they're not like crunchy, they're like real moist, soft. It reminds me of that. It is very heavy on the cinnamon. So if you don't like cinnamon, I'm not sure you would like the oatmeal cookies oil. And it really overpowers, and almost everything overpowers vanilla ice cream, honestly. But that one smells really good. And then this is Pretzel Day, and it's cinnamon sugar, peanut butter, and pretzels. I remember trying to like narrow down my list when I purchased, and I'm glad this one made the cut. I'm not getting a lot of pretzel. This is actually pretty light. I just washed my hands so I can smell like the hand soap more than I can smell the wax. It smells nice, but it's really light. I'm gonna need to let it cure a little bit. But I really wanted to try a pretzel blend because my friend Catherine loves pretzel, and so I wanted to see what I thought. This is oatmeal eggnog fluff puffs, and it's oatmeal cookies, spiced eggnog, monster cookies, and marshmallow smoothie. So this, you definitely, like, you would think that it smelled very similar to that, and to this other one, what is it? Oatmeal ice cream cake, and it really does. But the spiced eggnog really adds a note to it that's really nice. It's like kind of bourbon-y, or is bourbon what you put in eggnog? I have no idea. But it's kind of got, to me, kind of that sort of caramel whiskey kind of vibe without it being like boozy, but kind of that sort of vibe. It's really good. And then I got Coastal Clothes on the Line, which is coastal kale and soft laundry. Soft laundry. Oh, this one's super good. I highly recommend this one. If you guys like a laundry scent, this is gorgeous. It is not too heavy laundry. I got wax on my nose, I think. It is not too heavy laundry, but it is laundry. Oh, it's so pretty. Coastal kale to me is not so green that like it takes over a blend, but it just adds something to everything it's in. Lemon snowdrop fluff puffs, and I think that Rosegirls lemon bakery is super good. This one is buttery cookies, marshmallow smoothie, lemon curd, and powdered sugar. I don't know if I've had this particular one, but all of the other ones I've had I've really liked. Yeah, and I really like this one too. The lemon curd is more bright and zesty than just regular lemon, but all of that other bakery stuff makes it lovely. And then the last Jenny Melters I got is Carbs with Ghoul Friends, and that's everybody just loves it, so I've never tried it. Pumpkin sugared donuts, cookies, bread, vanilla bean Noel, Nilla wafers, monster cookie, and marshmallow smoothie. Oh, it's good. So the bread note really comes out. You would think that it would be like too bakery to smell the bread, but you can smell like those that pumpkin like note. It's pumpkin donuts. Yeah, it's like that pumpkin donut note. But the bread itself is still really prominent. I really like it. I really like it, and I like the colors. And then I guess there's been some issues with bags. None of my bags are ripped, but she sent some extra bags, which is cool. I did read on her Facebook group that she was thinking it had to do with like the cold, and so she's going to go back to using poly bags now that it's getting warmer. So hopefully that resolves everything for everybody. So this is what one of her samplers looks like, and this sampler I got is the raindrop sampler. No, mint. It was a mint sampler. See, I don't remember. But there were so many blends, and I haven't tried all of them, and like everybody knows that Rosegirls mint is like very good, and so I thought I would try. So this one is Dr. Mario. It doesn't have the scent notes, but I know it's mint. Okay, so this is very Vicks to me, like camphor, and like that eucalyptus note. Very Vicks. Good. Very nice. I like a Vicks scent. I know some people don't, but I do. Peppermint raindrops. I thought that sounded so good because her peppermint is sought after, but I love her raindrops too. Oh, and it is really good. It is. If you are familiar with her raindrops oil, and I am because I really like her Speechless, this is the perfect blend of both of those. It's got that like peppermint, like nose clearing note, and then it's got that sweetness of the raindrops. That one's really good. I have so much of this, I don't even know what to do with myself. It's Goodnight Moon, which is like peppermint and birthday cake kind of vibe. So good. Highly recommend Goodnight Moon. I think I have it melted in my melting basket this week, or I've melted it already. I like Goodnight Moon a lot. Pink peppermint Peeps cake. I've never had Peeps cake that I can remember, at least. It's good. This smells pretty similar to Goodnight Moon, which is like I said, it's like that peppermint kind of pink sugar and birthday cake. And this is like pink sugar, peppermint, and peeps cake. Pretty similar. Really good. Peppermint coconut mallow. I have this and love it. Yeah, it's like creamy. And that coconut is like that desiccated coconut smell, like not like fresh coconut, but that kind of sugary desiccated, like in the bag that's like powdery and crumbly a little bit. Oh, so good. So good. And then my last one is Winter Mermaid. This one's really good too. So I'm assuming like peppermint and then some kind of salty sea air situation. It's really good. The one thing I will comment about, and I haven't gotten a sampler since maybe her speechless sampler, and her normal samplers are kind of like chunks that are cut, and it's usually 2 chunks. I love this a million times better. Like getting these like little mini melter things, I love a million times more than getting those chunks. And that's only because even if I get those chunks and I cut them in half, I just feel like that's not enough for the 4 warmers I have in my main area. So I have to be like conscientious of where I'm going to melt stuff and all that stuff. This I can this will easily fit in my open concept with no problem. And I won't have to like feel like I have to be like selective about how or where I melt it. And so having these, I much, much, much prefer. Again, I haven't gotten a sampler, I think, since the speechless sampler. So maybe she started doing this a long time ago and this is the first time I've gotten one. But I really hope that she continues this way because it's really nice. So that's everything that I got. I know it seems, well, I don't know how it seems, but I tried to be really thoughtful about what I purchased because I didn't want to overload myself. I feel like my Rosegirls is in a really good place with like what I have. And so like now my plan will be to pull out what I have and melt it so that this stuff can go into the area where I store my Rosegirls and kind of like, you know, out with the old and with the new kind of thing, so that I don't amass a big pile of Rosegirls that I'm not melting. So I'd rather melt what I have stored and then store this. So that'll be upcoming. We still have a whole nother month of our collab, which is super fun and I'm having so much fun with. And after that, I may kind of go to the like 1 vendor a week model to see how things go. And I can maybe talk you guys through like my experiences with those vendors. I can say one thing about Rosegirls for me. She sells these mini melters in her blends, but then she also sells them in like single oils. And her blends are really nice and perform really well for me. When I get her mini melters in like single oil, like if I get French lavender in a mini melter, it's just the performance is less for me. So I don't know what magic she puts in her blends. And I prefer blends anyway, because if I was good at blending, maybe I'd have my own wax company right now. But I'm just not as good at it. And so I prefer her blends anyway. But her blends really perform very well for me. And I will say that if you have a vendor that you buy from and you love their wax in the bag, make sure that you melt it, and then don't be tempted to buy the next round until you have melted some. Some of my friends and I have been talking about that we've amassed these collections, and now that we're kind of going through these collabs and melting things, we're realizing like, oh, this vendor works super great. Oh, this vendor doesn't work as great. And you're like throwing your money away if you're just basing it on your cold sniff. So just make sure that you're being thoughtful and like melting through a little bit of your stuff before you make a second purchase. I have that same like inclination where I'm like, oh my God, this was so good. This lemon snowdrop fluff puffs. I need to go back and get more. Like I'm gonna go check the website now. But what happens if this is my first Rosegirls purchase or my second or third and I haven't melted it and I amass all this wax and realize like, oh yeah. And that's what happened to me when I was buying Rosegirls. in the beginning is they were one of my very, very first vendors that I ever bought outside of Scentsy and Walmart wax. And so I didn't really understand the difference between blends and single oils. And so I bought a bunch of like bags of what ended up being single oils. And then when I started melting them, I was like, Rosegirls doesn't work for me. Well, learning more and going back to the drawing table and realizing that her blends work fabulously for me, and some of them are incredible, that I realized that I like if I had taken my own advice and melted some, I might have, learned my lesson earlier. Anyhow, so thanks for listening to me babble on, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.